here we have a triangle. Now, this one, because it's a 30, 60, 90, I can take a shortcut. It's hypotenuse, adjacent, opposite. I labeled my sides right. Also, because it's a 30, 60, 90, I know the short side is 1. The middle side, second leg, is square root of 3, and the hypotenuse is 2. So I can take a shortcut. If the opposite is 20, and I want to go to the short one, I can divide it by square root of 3. And what's wrong with that answer? Can't have a square root. So will 3 go into 20 evenly? No, so move it up. And that would be your answer there. Or you could do this. We're given the opposite side and want the adjacent, right? That trig function is tangent. So tangent of 60 will equal 20 divided by x. Now, can you solve with x in the denominator? Technically, you multiply each side by x, then divide by the tangent. Or basically, I just say they end up what? Switching what? Places. Then you go to your calculator and do 20 divided by tangent 60. But make sure your calculator's in what mode? No, degrees. Degrees. And you'll get that, 11.55 kind of after rounding. So I prefer the 20 square roots of 3 over 3, but I will take the 11.55 on this one because I don't think it says to solve an exact answer, does it? Just to solve the indicated figure. So that's 22. Okay. 23 is kind of the same thing, except for it's a what? 45, 45, 90. So if I label my sides, and on a 45, 45, 90, remember they're 1, 1, and what? Square root of 2. Well, if I'm given a short side to go to the hypotenuse, all I got to do is multiply by what? Square root of 2. So that's the best answer right there, 10 square roots of 2. However, if you want to use the calculator method, it's a sine of 45 because we're talking about the opposite and the hypotenuse. The r is on the bottom. And once again, I can't solve with a variable denominator. Technically, you multiply by r and divide by sine of 45. Or basically, they what? Switch places. I think I used x instead of r because I just like it. On this part here, and do 10 divided by the sine of 45, and you get that. So 10 square roots of 2, or 14.14, is correct. Okay. Now, y'all, I'm going to jump real far ahead on the next part because there's 3 more problems that are similar to this later on in the test. So I'm going to move to those right now on this part here. Okay. All right. So it's kind of the same problem like the 60, like I had before. Short side, and notice I have that square root of 3. So 10 square roots of 3 divided by square root of 3. What's going to happen to the square root? It's just going to what? Cancel out, and you get what? 10, right? Or if you want to do the other method, opposite over adjacent. Tangent. Yes, it's tangent. So tangent of 60 equals is 10 square roots of 3 divided by x. And once again, x is in the bottom, so I got to what? Switch what? Places with it. And if I divide the calculator, after rounding, you're still going to get 10. And that makes sense because it was an exact deal. The calculator may give a decimal. I think I kind of took a shortcut because I knew the answer was going to end up being what? 10. I don't think I had a calculator at home. So 45 is like the other one. Notice, label my sides, and because it's 45, 1, 1, square root of 2. So basically all I have to do is multiply the 5 by square root of 2, so it's 5 square roots of 2, right? Is the best answer. Or opposite hypotenuse is sine. Once again, switch sides. And 5 divided by sine of 45 would be that as a decimal. If you did calculator, it would be decimal. Provided you make sure your calculator's in what mode, though? Degrees. Because that could happen. I will take either one. I like the 5 square roots of 2 better, but I don't think I put exact on the test. If I put exact, then you have to have 5 square roots of 2. If I didn't, then you can put what? The decimal or that one. And I think there's one more like that. 46. Yeah. Maybe 2. Now what's different? Is this one going to have an exact answer? No, because it's not a 30, 60, 90 or a 45, 45, 90. So what I'm going to do is this. Label my sides. I'm given the opposite and adjacent. So what trig function is opposite and adjacent? Tangent. So tangent of 35 equals y over 8. And what's nice about this one's the letters on top, the variables on top. So I can just take 8 times the tangent of 35, like that. And you should get 5.602 as a decimal. All right? So that's how you would have to do 46 because it's not an exact answer. All right? It's not exact. I think there might be one more. I'll see here. Yeah, there is. 47. And notice this one is not one of those exact answers either, right? So I'm going to take and label my sides. What sides are given? The opposite and the hypotenuse, which is sine, and it's 27 over r, right? Well, once again, I can't solve in the denominator, so basically I end up doing that. So basically take 27 divided by the sine of 50, and you get 35.246. Okay? So that's what's really nice about those there. You have those 5 like that on that part of the test.